Well, hey guys, I'm here in Walgreens. I gotta say, it's slim pickings in here. Like, I thought they would have holiday skincare gift sets like they usually do. I have not seen anything. The only thing they have, the Tree Hut holiday scents, Merry Mint. This is a sugar scrub. They also have Mistletoe Magic. Only $3, $8. It's not too bad. But Walgreens does have some new dupes. They have a new dupe of Lala Retro Whip from Drunk Elephant. I always kind of enjoyed the Drunk Elephant moisturizers. They're overpriced though. Also, a dupe for the bronzing drops, $11, not too bad. I do not recommend adding these to sunscreen, however, because that'll mess up the formula. Don't ever add anything directly into your sunscreen. It ruins the overall formulation and won't reliably protect you. Then we have a dupe of the Tower 28 hypochlorous face spray. This stuff is great when you get really sweaty, if it makes your face itch. Hypochlorous can be helpful for reducing itch in people who have atopic dermatitis, and sweat is a common trigger for that. Plus, it's antibacterial. It can kind of help cut down on body odor too if you get really sweaty. People who have acne-prone skin like to use it because it's anti-inflammatory and antimicrobial, but it's not like an established acne treatment. Check out my video on hypochlorous. I talk more about it there, but I've always recommended the Skin Smart one you can get on Amazon. They got the body brightening butter cream dupe. Is there anything active in here? No, just moisturizing ingredients. Okay. I've never been a fan of the Glow recipe stuff, so I've never really had much of an interest in duping something I don't like to begin with. I am one double cleanse away from finishing this. Love it. I paid less though than $14.99. I got mine on Amazon. The only thing that's annoying is the label melts off once you get to about maybe a third through the product, which isn't too bad. Like, the label melted off in one thing, so it's just a label-less container, which I guess isn't like the end of the world. I kind of want to try this one next just to mix it up a little bit. Although, what is the vitamin C in this? See, they're always trying to work vitamin C in wherever they can. It's all the marketing. What is the form of vitamin C? Is it just because it's in a yellow container we're going to instantly be brightened? Ascorbyl palmitate. Okay. What that's going to do, I don't know. Oh, and they got a dupe of the Tolerian SPF 30 too. They got it behind a locked door here, $15.99. I like this, the La Roche-Posay one. Oddly enough, the La Roche-Posay one is out on bond. But the Walgreens one is like a whole $10 cheaper, basically. Check it out, Walgreens also has a dupe for the CeraVe Makeup Removing Cleansing Balm. The CeraVe one smells like you're rubbing a croissant on your face, from what I remember. But it works pretty well. $8.99, that is a lot less than $15.99. Okay, this is a retinol body cream. This is new, you guys. $21.99. Why would we pay $21.99 for a Walgreens one when we could just buy the Gold Bond one, which we know works and is good? Not really sold here, you guys, on the retinol body cream here. But it does have some peptides in it for hydration. Mandelic acid, glycolic acid. It's not even trying to dupe anybody. It's just standing out here all alone like a legend. What's in the vitamin C serum? We got, 3-O-ethyl. No ethyl. Get back with Fred. Collagen face wash. This is new too. And a collagen neck cream. Collagen is hydrating. Okay, don't knock it till you try it, because people always like to jump down collagen's throat. You're not getting into my dermis and replacing lost collagen. Dumb marketing. No, it's hydrating, like hyaluronic acid, which this also has. $7.29. Too bad that's the only one we have here, and it's kind of got a sticky residue. Then the collagen neck cream. This is new. You know, I side-eye neck creams, like how precious is this going to get? But a lot of neck creams are just like a really nice thick formula that I think some people would find somewhat unpleasant on the face. Hydrolyzed collagen again. Really what this does is just amps up the stratum corneum with moisture, so it smooths out little fine lines through light scattering, get a brightening effect. Like, I'm wondering how different the face and the neck are as far as textures, because the neck is surprisingly less, $6.50 per ounce versus $7.39. I mean, I would just smear that neck cream up all around my face. And yeah, you can use that as an eye cream. There's nothing in there that is not eye cream friendly. Then we got a serum, of course, because where there's cream, there must be serum, because why have one thing when you can have two? Serums are a lot more lightweight typically, although I find serum is a word that is used loosely to describe many things. Walgreens has got to step it up. That's all I have to say, because they're sliding, you guys. They're sliding downhill fast. I mean, who's going to come in here just for those Walgreens dupes that are not any cheaper than what you can get at? Walgreens needs to take notice of Dollar Tree, because Dollar Tree slayed, you guys. I was just reading an article in some sort of financial something or another. It came across my, what is it, Chrome now suggests random stuff for you to look at on the internet. Anyway, I don't know how I feel about that. But I was reading an article that Dollar Tree just completely blew everyone out of the water as far as their Q4 earnings, because they're like innovating. I mean, yeah. People are starting to wake up to the Dollar Tree. That's what's happening. People are waking up. They've been asleep, you know. They're like, we're done with Sephora. We're done with Ulta. Shoot, even Target is not bringing it in. And forget about the drugstore. I can't trust the drugstore anymore because everything's locked up in a cage. How are we supposed to shop there? We're going to the Dollar Tree, and the Dollar Tree is duping. The Dollar Tree is out doing their homework. They're not only doing homework, they're tutoring. They're tutoring the upperclassmen on the weekend. That's what's happening with Dollar Tree, you guys. They're hosting seminars. Only the bold will follow suit. We have some gift bags here. These are cute. Ooh, I always like the little knicky-knacks they have here, I will say. This mug's cute with the little bows. Too small for my needs. I like the Santa one. That's a nice handle too. Sorry, it's way out of the frame. It's a nice handle. I feel like I have to repeat that because it wasn't in the frame. Ooh, knicky-knackies over here. Okay, this is all stuff that nobody really needs. These socks always aggravate my eczema. So I was just in Target, which should be yesterday's video, and I was let down by the selection of ornaments there. But this light up Santa cow that sings, yeah, that's cute. Oh, we got some scented candles here. Side note, get thee to Walmart and get yourself some of the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer Goose Creek candle collaboration. You're welcome. That's all I have to say there. That is all I have to say there. I've been so happy with those. I love these things. That one is not cooperating. Oh, then we've got some. I didn't see any of these little birds out at Target. But they have some here. I don't know if I care for the Santa one, but this one's cute with his little glasses and his scarf and his sweater. Okay, I just had a thought, because obviously this store is going downhill, and I predict Walgreens won't exist in, I don't know, 5 years. So get thee to a Walgreens and buy this, because this will probably be a collector's item one day when Walgreens is no longer a thing. I feel like this has collector's item stuff. You could probably then, you know, put that on eBay for 10 grand, and some Walgreens enthusiast would jump at owning it. It'll be some nostalgia thing, especially if you were like young person. You're gonna live a long time, presumably longer than me. Get it now and just put it in a safe place, and then you can bring it out. Even if it's not worth anything, it'll be like a piece of nostalgia from yesterday's. A stress relief game controller. Well, I just got back and I'm making myself a second cup of coffee. This time instant coffee. I bought these on like a deal a while back. They're the IQ brand, which as a side note, their little snack bars are really good. But these are instant coffees. I got them for a trip and I wasn't so sure because you know instant coffee is usually hit or miss, mostly miss. Starbucks Vias, as a side note, consistently decent. But these are really good. I don't normally like flavored coffees, but the flavor on these is so good. Super smooth. Expensive though, because I was gonna reorder some more because I've made my way through them. And now that they're not on sale, I was like, whoa. But they're really good, if you were wondering. Anyway, Walgreens, not packing, you guys, not packing. They are slacking. I predict Walgreens and CVS, they will be something we'll tell our grandchildren about one day. Back in my day, we used to go and fill our prescriptions at a pharmacy. They had a sign in front of the counter and you couldn't walk past the sign until it was your turn because it would be a HIPAA violation. Anyway, speaking of drugstore finds, not from the drugstore, but I got a Walmart delivery and look what I added to my cart because I'm due for some hand hygiene restocks. And I've been loving the peppermint bark so much. I was like, oh, nourishing hand wash, we're gonna give it a go. And one of you little sneaky devils down there, originally, see, I was gonna get this pecan butter crunch when I was thinking about holiday scents for the body wash, and I was like, no, you gotta go with peppermint bark. But I saw your comment about this. I was like, I'm getting it. This is the new kitchen. This will be the new kitchen hand wash. This is going in the bathroom because I need one in the bathroom. But speaking of kitchen hand wash, the reason I went ahead and was like, yeah, might as well throw it in is because I'm almost finished with this one that I got at TJ Maxx a while ago, the DW Home Wild Honey Nectar. And this has been surprisingly good. If you're ever wondering about hand soaps from TJ Maxx, yeah, pretty dang good. Anyways, I'm gonna pop in the footage of me opening the advent calendar from L'Oreal Paris throughout the week, so you guys can check that out. All right, day 2, let's crack-a-lack on in. Ooh, guys, we got, oh no! We have a L'Oreal Infallible Never Fail eyeliner. All right, looking forward to messing around with that because I have used L'Oreal eyeliners before with pretty good success. Coming in for day 3, what will be behind the door? It actually took me a minute here to find day 3. It was kind of hiding from me. Ooh, you guys, check that out. The L'Oreal Paris Lumi Le Liquid Blush. Ooh. All right, I'm pretty stoked for that because I do like cream or liquid blush. Usually a little goes a long way, but happy to have that. What is the shade? Dewy Worth It, 601. Day 4. Brow lamination up to 24 hours. I will definitely use that. You guys, so far, all right, I've already used the mascara and I love it, but I plan to use all of this. Like, I am really happy with this advent calendar thus far. Here we are, day 5. What's it gonna be behind the little square door? Ooh. L'Oreal Revitalift Hydrant Moisturizer. This is a scented moisturizer with hyaluronic acid. Pretty weighty little jar. Of everything I've gotten, I'm least excited about this, but nonetheless, this calendar is packing.